Hello, this is How To Bob, and I've been asked several times, how do you find neat places when you go traveling? Well, it's very easy. What I do is use Google, and I'm going to start off, I'll make a trip up. I'll just go from, say, Detroit. So I start at Google's search page, and I type in Detroit. And once it comes up with Detroit, I'm going to click on Maps, and that'll bring up Google Maps. Now Google Maps has just changed, so I'm going to go to the old classic Google Maps because it will show me what I want in my routes once I get it established. So now I'm going to get directions. So I click on my directions, and you see my A is my Detroit, where my starting point is, and I want that to be reversed because it's got it shown as my destination. So I've got it in Detroit as my start, and I'm going to go to, let's go to Gatlinburg, Tennessee. That's a real nice short trip from Detroit to Gatlinburg, and it basically puts in the route here. It's just a straight highway, very simple. It tells me how far it is, tells me how many hours and minutes it's going to take me, but I'm not going to stop there. I want to see some neat things along the way. So I'm going to zoom in on my map, and you can grab it and pull the map to wherever you want. Go up here to where it says photos, click on the photo button here, and voila, it will put thousands of different pictures that people have put on Google that live in these areas around my route. And I can look at them and see what there is that I want to see along my route. So I just kind of go down my route, and there's different pictures of different things you can see here, and you look for something that might be interesting that you want to see. You can see all kinds of different little things. There's lighthouse here. Just kind of zoom in and follow the pictures as you go down the route, zooming in and out. If you want to vary from your route a little bit more, you zoom out. If you want to stay close to your route, you kind of keep it zoomed in a little bit. But I'm going to go down a little bit further so I can get some miles on. And here is an old church. This is the Mother of Sorrows Church from the 1900s. And what I'm going to do is grab my route and drag it over to the church that I want to see. And you can see it's altered my route. Now I'm going to keep going because that's a short little stop that I might want to stop. And keep looking at the pictures as I scroll through my route. And here's a picture of an old barn, and I might want to stop there and take a photo of the old barn. They're kind of picturesque, so I'll go ahead and pull my route over. Once I get that done, I'll keep moving down my route till I come across another interesting picture. And I found this to be the best way because the people that live and travel along this route that I've created, here's the Airstream factory. I'm going to go ahead and change my route over to that. But the people that live and travel along this route that I've created, they know the most interesting things to see. They know what is the best looking place to stop or the neatest place to look at. So I'm going to go ahead and go by what I see on the pictures that are available here. Now you can see that I've clicked on this Airstream factory, and you can see it'll tell me if I go over to the step-by-step directions where to turn, when to turn, how far it is, and what route it is. And it does that step by step over on the left-hand column. So I'm going to continue on down my route and see what else is down here. I'm just picking different pictures. Keep going down. There's a canal here. I'm going to go ahead and hit the canal, and you can alter your route there. And you can see that over in the left-hand column, it's up to 9 hours and 12 minutes now on my trip. And you can adjust the length of your trip according to what you want to see or how long you have to make the trip. But then I'm going to continue on down so I can make some time here. I'm going to look at my pictures as I go through my route. I'm doing a virtual travel of my route, and here I'm going to go ahead and stop at another, looks like another church from the early 1900s. Old churches are very neat to look at. And I'm now down to Cincinnati, and I'm continuing on down. As I go down a little bit further here, I can see some other things, nothing I really want to stop and see, and I'll keep looking around and just looking at pictures, and then when I hit something that might be interesting to me, I'll go ahead and alter my route once again. Now here's Grant's family burial site. I'll go ahead and hit stop on that. Kind of makes the route and the travel a little more interesting and a little easier to handle. It's a lot easier than just staying on the highway the whole time. And there's another point here. Now what I can do, I can go over and just type in church, and it'll bring up all just churches. If I want to see an old church, or that's all that it'll bring up. If I go over to where it says photos on the left hand column and type in church, it'll just bring up churches. Or I can put in any other search. I can show all, and you can see all the pictures that are in the area. But let's go in and type in bridge, and I'll see if I can find a nice covered bridge. Covered bridges are really picturesque. Also, if you want to stop for a photo op or just to check out the historic bridges that might be in the area. So I'm going to keep going south towards my destination of Gatlinburg, and as I scroll down, I check each picture. A lot of them are the newer, more modern bridges, but then when I get down, here's one close to my destination of Gatlinburg, and it looks like, what is this, the Harrisburg Covered Bridge. So I'm going to go ahead and drag my route over, and then you can see I'm going down my route, and here is my destination right down here. B is my destination, and the route is going to take me 9 hours and 51 minutes. Also, you can go in and adjust how you want to go. You can avoid highways, and you can see where it changes to 13 hours and 43 minutes here. So I don't want to avoid highways. I want to get some travel in, but I also want to see some of the sites along the way. So I'll go ahead and click the avoid highways off. And now I'm going to just verify my route. You can see it goes straight on up the road there. There's one of the side tracks. And let's see what was there that I was going to go visit. I have to go back over to my photos section here. Let's see if I can find the photos. And once I get to photos here, then I have to click on show all, and it'll bring up that picture there, and that was the Airstream factory. And you can continue to add or subtract as much as you want, but this is basically how to set up a route that's kind of interesting using Google Maps. This is How To Bob. Thanks for watching.